Then we pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy ExtrmWill, Extreme Tech. We're going to do another Salad AI video here. Take a look at what my 22 machines are making right now. I believe that's what I have running is 22. I have like a total of 30, but I think only 22 are running because that's kind of what makes the most sense. So let's get in here and take a look. We'll begin off by refreshing it. I am using Mozilla Firefox now because I think the renaming tool works the best. So everything is in here. We still got to do the same thing with the website we had to do before. So we'll check on the demand. Really quickly here in the demand, 4060 Ti's in moderate, 3090s in moderate, 50 series are in low. I guess 4080 is also in moderate. Everything else is in high demand. So, I mean, everything you have really should be running and should be in a job. I don't know a whole lot about the 50 series cards yet. I do have a 50 series card ordered. I got one in. It was broken. It didn't work. It was defective. So I just send it back. So they have to check to verify to make sure it's broken before they send me a new one. It's kind of a hassle because now I'm already like... I bought it like 2 weeks ago and I still don't have it yet. So it's a little disappointing, but it is what it is. So hopefully I'll get it pretty soon. I've already traded in the 3080. I bought it through Newegg. So I traded in the 3080. They gave me like a $320 credit or something like that for the 3080 to put towards the 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte card. So I don't have that 3080 anymore either. So I don't have either of the graphics cards. So still kind of waiting to see how this goes. In the comments, one of the guys watching, I was going to read all the comments later, but I guess I can get to his really quickly. Hot Dogs says he has 8 of the 5080s, and he says they're doing really, really well. So, hopefully they are. Very excited to see what my 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte card does. I'm hoping it does pretty well. So once I get that in, you know, if that does really well, then I might be interested in trying to upgrade some more, see about getting like some 5080s. And I don't know if I'm into the idea of a 5090 yet. Like obviously I would love a 5090, but I think it's just too much money. When I bought my 4090s, I was working like 40 hours of overtime every week, so it was easier for me to justify it. I could just pay for it out of pocket, and then if it ever made me any money, and I didn't feel like I really had to worry about it too much. But now, like, stuff has to be profitable, and it has to make sense in order for me to do it. I can't just I can't make some of those wild moves I was making before. So I'd like to get one, but I don't know if the profitability is really there for it yet, but we'll see. I may get more 50 series cards when I get it in, if it works good, but we still got to wait to see. We're not really looking at this yet. We're just kind of trying to get these all up and running, so then we just got to look at this other one here. So because I have 3 pages, I find out if I do the 3rd page first, then that'll do the first page and the 3rd page, and then I just have to do the 2nd page by itself. So if you have 2 pages, if you just do it on the 2nd page, it'll automatically do the 1st page and the 2nd page, I'm pretty sure. So you have to do it in as many times. So we can see last 24 hours, $49.36, probably actually down a little bit when we come down here to take a look at the last 7 days. No, yesterday was $48.96. That was pretty good. Day before that, $50.82. I thought this was actually 52, but I guess I didn't look at the actual for the day. This, in this like 24-hour period here, somewhere in here, like it had got up to over like $52. So day before that was $48.46. Day before that, $45.46. Day before that, $42.79. I believe this is all on the 22 machines, because I don't think I turned anything on or off. And then somewhere around here is where I did the last video. I think think I probably did the last video probably right here, $42.71. I don't know why this one was so much lower. I think I had machines that were just being a little bit more of a jerk, but I've been able to get them to work better. So definitely been going pretty good. See, we looked at 24 hours, right? I don't know if we did look at 24 hours. So I have seen this get up for me with the 22 machines. I had a pretty good block where this was at like $2.25 an hour. So that's why I was able to see like that $52 for the 124-hour period. So it wasn't the actual day, but I had a little while there. It was definitely cooking. Right now it looks like I'm at about $1.92 per hour. So it's doing pretty decent. Pretty decent. Look at the last 30 days here. See, it's still kind of been like all over the place. So like over here somewhere is where my ISP started messing everything up. And then having a hard time getting work. And then probably right around here probably is where Salad was like, we're just going to put demand through the roof on everything. And then it was going really, really good. And then I decided to shut down to 20 machines. And that's what I have going on here. It's like 20 machines. And then I think like right here I decided to put the rest of my 3070s back online. So it's going pretty decent. So if we get up here to look at the individual machines, this first one here is a 3070. It's doing 63 cents per hour, so it's like $1.50 per day. So that's pretty good. This next one here, 4070 Ti, is doing 84 cents or 8.4 cents per hour, so that's about $2 per day, so that's good. 3060 Ti's. I have all my 3060s and my 3060 Ti's are all turned off, so they've been turned off for about 13 days already. So 4090 number 3, this one's doing $2.59, which let me just double check, that's probably $6.20 per day. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. 3090 is doing 10 cents per hour, so that should be $2.40 per day. Yeah, 10 cents, just multiply it by 10 or by 24. So yeah, $2.40 per day, so that's pretty good. 4060 Ti number 1. This one is currently looking for work. A little disappointing, but it is what it is. Let's see here. Can I have that up here on the screen? The 4060 Ti's, I believe, are in moderate. Yes, I think I have 2 of my 4060 Ti's. Well, no, the one did just pick a job up. So it's probably not this one. Must be the other one that just picked a job up. This one must still be looking. So 3070. This is doing 66.3 cents per hour. So that is $1.50 per day. So that's pretty good. So for like the 3070s, I believe, do I have my math written out here somewhere? I believe they're using 85 cents for electricity. So if we take a real quick look at this, and we go this 0.63 times 24. Oh, that's not right. 0.063 times 24. So that's $1.51 minus 0.85 for electricity. So I should be making about 66 cents per day on them, and then, you know, minus the fees or whatever, it's probably still making, you know, 50 cents per day. I don't know exactly what all the fees are I'm paying. I did just reduce all my fees too because I started using Venmo, but see, it's definitely been pretty profitable. 3070 Ti is doing the same thing, 63 cents. It's $1.50 per day. It's 6.3 cents per hour. $1.50 per day. 3070 also doing the 6.3 cents per hour. 3080 is doing 0.77 cents per hour, which I don't have on there, so let's bring the calculator back up. What is that? 0.077 times 24 is $1.85 per day, so that's pretty nice. Not too bad. Get to the next page. 3060 and 3060 Ti are both turned off. 3070 Ti is doing 6.3 cents per hour, $1.50 per day. 3070 is doing the same thing. This 3060 here is also doing that 6.5 cents per hour, which makes me almost want to turn on the rest of my 3060s and 3060 Ti's really quickly just to see if they can pick up the bigger jobs. But if they pick up like that 4 cent per hour job, then I get kind of screwed. I don't want to be running those because I'm only making like 10 cents on those because it's taking 85 cents a day in electricity. So if it's only making $1, like my margin on that is not big enough to be worth running. I'm just paying more for electric than I need to be paying. It's not in my benefit to be doing it as a wash, but this one being making more though does kind of make me think maybe, because this one's crushing it right now at this $1.50. So I just did the math on it a second ago. As me profiting like that 60 cents a day instead of the 10 cents a day. So it winds up being really, really good. This is probably the biggest, most shocking thing I saw in here today. This is really, really nice. I like this a lot with this 3060 here, making a little bit more on that job. Now this does have the 64 gigabytes of RAM in it instead of 32. So I do think with the 3060s, this is something you can see pretty regularly. Well, they'll make, with the more RAM, you'll see where they'll be in that next bracket of jobs instead of in that 4 cent per hour job where it's just, for me, at 18 cents per kilowatt hour, it's just not profitable. So 4070 is at 0.84 cents per hour. Do I have that on the thing? No, I don't. Oh, it's $2 a day. So that's pretty good. RTX 3090, this one is pulling 4090 kind of numbers at 22.6 cents per hour. So that is $5.42 per day. This next one, 4070 Ti at 8.5 cents per hour. That is $2 per day. 3060s are currently all shut off. 3080. This is the one that I mailed into Newegg already. So I can't believe it's at 11 days already. So this one's already been mailed. Well, I guess I didn't mail it back 11 days ago. I shut it off 11 days ago because that's when I got the 5060 Ti in, but the 5060 Ti wasn't working. So I never put the 3080 back into the rig to have it run because I figured I was going to ship it back any day anyway. So I'm at 11 days already where I had received my 5060 Ti and still don't have a working one yet. I paid for expedited shipping because I wanted it in before I went on vacation. And kind of frustrating, but this one's gonna get back up and running. This machine's really nice too. It has like 128 gigabytes of RAM in it, in one of the BC/PC.com combo kits, X99 motherboard with the 12-core Xeon processor. So let's go to the next page here. RTX 4090. This one's doing 20.8 cents per hour. Do I have that up here? That's about $5 per day, so that's pretty nice. This 4090 right here, it seems to always be this 4090 number 2, so there's a really good chance I may reinstall the copy of Windows on this one, because this one just seems to get really, really unlucky. I wonder if we can look at just... Let's just deselect all. Let's look at just my 4090s. Individuals. Come on. So 4092 in the green. Never mind. Maybe this one was working all right. Maybe it's just been weird the last couple of days. I feel like I'm always catching this one not working. There's always one of them making less, which is weird. I guess this one was working fine. Maybe it's just gotten unlucky. Alright, maybe I don't need to reinstall Windows on it. I just need to be a little bit more patient, and it should be fine. Because there's always one of them making less. Like, I never seem to have all three of them at that like $6.20 a day at the same time. Like, I never seem to have all three of them up there, which is kind of frustrating. I don't know why, but there's always one. But yeah, interesting. So I had been tracking to paying attention to it more of, I guess I started paying attention to it probably right here, which is about a little over 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. I was like, why is that card underachieving? But I guess it's only been the last 2.5 weeks it's been underachieving. It was overachieving before that, so I don't think I need to worry about reinstalling Windows on it. It's just getting unlucky, I think. It's getting the smaller jobs. So, like, it didn't have a job at all here for the 1 day, and then it ran a job for like 2 days. And then I think it didn't have a job here for like 6 hours. And then now it doesn't have a job at all. But I think it's just getting unlucky. It'll work itself out, I guess. So we'll reselect all again and come back in here. So RTX 3090 is doing 8.5 cents per hour. It's $2 per day. RTX 3070 is doing 6.5 cents per hour. It's $1.50 per day. RTX 3060, this one again is shut off. RTX 4060 Ti, this one's doing $2 per day. RTX 3090, this one's also doing $2 per day. And then 4060 Ti, this one just picked a job up. It's doing that 0.4 cents per hour. It's 10 cents per day. It's not actually going to do that for like the whole day. It's just going to, this is a transcription job. It's real small. So it'll do this for like an hour or two, and then hopefully it'll pick up a real job. So I believe out of my RTX 4060s, so the only things I have that's not, well, my 4090, I only have 2 of the 3 are running. 2 of the 3 are running. My 4090s, all 4 are running, and 2 of them are actually making like significantly more. My 3070s, all 5 of are running. My 4070, I only have 1 of that. That's all running. My 4070 Ti's, they're both running. My 3060 Ti's are both running. I think those are all doing the same job too. I only have one 3080 now, and that one is currently running. And then I think that sounds like pretty much everything. I think so. If I did miss anything there, I'm sorry. That was my best chance to try to run through and break everything down. I have started to do Venmo. I'm going to cash out Venmo in the $200 one. It seems to be the... If we go to the store, I think this seems to be the way that I'm getting the least amount of fees. Because I'm saving another $1 just off of what Salad is charging me. And I think I can, if I don't put the money, if I take like the slower option to put the money into my checking account, where it takes like 2 to 3 business days, they don't charge me anything for that. So I think I'm getting the least amount of fees with Venmo. So I did just switch it up, and I'm trying to do trying to do the Venmo now, because I think I'm getting less fees than I was with the PayPal. Because with the PayPal, I was doing weird stuff with it too. I wasn't putting it into my checking account. I was putting it into my prepaid crypto.com card, debit card, and I was just paying it towards that. But I think I was paying like another like 2.5% or something, or 2% every time I would do that. So for every $100 I would take out from Salad, I think I could only put like $98 actually on the card. So it just seemed like I wasn't really getting, it's not the crypto.com debit card, it's not as good as it used to be. I don't even think I can currently put the CRO into the wouldn't it be staking into they have like an earn tab. It might be staking. Like they won't even let me put it in there to like lock it up for 3 months to earn like the 5% they used to do. So it's currently off of there. So it's kind of annoying. So come back here. That's pretty much how it's all going. I think Salad's looking pretty amazing. Jobs are definitely going crazy good. So let's get. I guess I don't know if this necessarily makes sense, but we'll do it anyway.
What do you want me to do?
I don't care. Yeah, get a job.
Oh, get a job?
Yeah.
Just get a job? Why don't I strap on my job helmet and squeeze down into a job cannon and fire off into job land where jobs grow on jobbies?
Now we're wasting time. Will you just get out of
You
here?
want me to walk? I'm walking.
Just walk.
So that looks like it's all going really good. Let's take a look at your guys' comments from the last video. There was definitely a bunch of comments. So they're all pretty practical. It's only 5 days old, so a lot of these are a lot of the same kind of comments I think we see all the time. So the first 2 comments are both from Darnell. He says all 4 of his are all running, and he hopes it continues. He's got 3060, 2 3080 Ti's, and a 4070 Ti Super. Yeah, I mean, demand on everything right now looks amazing. The new customer they just brought on who's got all this work, which is why everything looks so similar. Why you're doing the $1 job, $1.50, $2 job, it's all the same customer. And I think for the 4090s, I think when the 4090s are doing the one from that customer, that would be the $4 job, I believe. I don't know for certain, but it looks like just with how uniform it all looks, it's not as all around the board as it used to be. This $2.59 job here for the 4090, I believe that's just somebody else renting one. My 23090s that are actually making more, that's probably another random customer. 77 cents here for the 3080, that might be another customer too, out there renting. But a lot of stuff where it looks so super uniform, I'm pretty sure that's all just the one big customer. And then Darnell said in his next comment, he's still mining Bonk for Jellyfish coin on his main RTX computer, main RTX 3060 computer. It's kind of interesting. I'd imagine still too. I never really looked at the math on that, but I'm pretty sure it'd still be cheaper to just buy the Jellyfish. I don't know what Jellyfish is even at. I haven't looked at Jellyfish in forever. Can we do this, Google? I don't even know if it'll even come up if I try. We're looking at this. Jellyfish FC? Ooh, it does come up. Cool. What is Jellyfish at? I haven't looked at Jellyfish in so long. I don't even know if this is good or bad. I don't even know where my Jellyfish is anymore. I think I have Jellyfish in a couple of places. I was keeping up with it really good. And then now I don't even know what they have going on with it. With the whole thing with like Warthog just completely collapsing. Like I so wanted to pivot everything I had from Salad to go to mining Warthog. And with Warthog going all completely to poop. I want to say I think that's a good price for Jellyfish. Well, I think that's a high price for Jellyfish. So I think this looks like Jellyfish is doing good. So that's cool. What is Warthog at? No. Warthog. Crypto price. I don't know what it's going to generate here in the search engine thing. Like, I don't use, what is this, Firefox? I haven't used Firefox really, like, at all, so it's just going to bring up randomly whatever. Oh, 19 cents. Oh, yuck. Oh, I know. I was, like, so bullish on Warthog, too. I was so excited when Brandcoin decided they were going to do the pool on that, and it's just like, oh, man. Crypto mining in general just looks weird. What is... Let's look at hash rate data really quickly. Let's look at GPU calculator. Let's just say 330 90s and 330 70s. Anything decent in here? Probably haven't heard of anything. Even if there is, I don't even know if I've heard of it. Quebec. I've heard of Quebec. It doesn't look too bad. Making almost $4, but you're only at, oh, that's saying 10 cents. I wish I was at 10 cents. I'm at 18 cents, buddy. My 18 cents per kilowatt hour. Ooh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. This was almost doing halfway decent at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. There's Quebec here. You're making almost $4 on those 6 cards, but it'd still actually be losing $1. Ugh. Raptorium. I've never heard of this one before. So I wouldn't doubt it if this information here, this looks like this is probably all completely wrong. I know this says this is running at like no watts. Quebec says it's running at a lot of watts. I can't see there's any way this Raptorium is right with that wattage either. Yeah, still nothing to my 18 cents per kilowatt hour even remotely profitable. Alright. Alright, let's get back to these let's get back to the rest of these comments. Instead of me getting really off track. So we already read Hot Dogs. That he's upgraded most of his machines to 50 series cards. He now owns 850 80s and 440 90s. He has 12 machines making $40 a day. That seems like a really nice way to do it. Seems kind of better than my 22 machines to only be making a little bit more, but I'm using what I have. So, and mostly what I had. I haven't really spent a whole lot to upgrade to Salad. I've done some things. I guess I spent a decent amount when I did the upgrade, but for the most part, I'm using kind of what I have. That's why I have all these 30 series cards in here, because this is what was in my Octo Miners. So my Octo Miners right now are just empty. I have like 312 GPU Octo Miners that are all empty. Because I don't know if I'm ever going to turn them back on right now, which looks weird to think about that. I just don't know if they're ever going to get turned back on. I was so excited to have all 3 of them. I bought them all during, I'm pretty sure I got all of them during the actual during the bear market. I don't know if I bought any of them during the actual bull run. Maybe I bought one of them during the bull run, because I think I paid $1,000 for the Mystic Miner, and then I got my 2 actual Octominer X12s. I got those a lot cheaper. So, yeah. Yeah. XRP Boss. So your 50 series can't work. Interesting. Might need to grab some 5080s. Though they thought they don't get work. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know how much they're actually working and how much they're not working. It says they're in low demand, but is like, are they in low demand because customers aren't asking for a lot of them? Are the couple that are on there always working all the time? Like, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see and figure it out. I'd like the idea of buying 50 series and upgrading everything I have right now, because I think right now, like, it looks like you can sell your equipment for a decent amount, but I don't want to, like, sell stuff for the sake of just selling stuff to get rid of it. Like, I want to just hoard equipment and have it all ready for when I flip to something else. But I don't know how much longer, like, those 30 series cards are still going to be good. So I like the idea of switching it up. So, TK, a bunch of numbers. Hey, great info. Salad Discord added at demand monitoring, adding utilization per GPU. Yeah, I don't really use any of the notifications. I don't see a real point in it. I don't need them to tell me, like, hey, this is all, like, available now or whatever. Because, yeah, like, obviously it's kind of available. So, I I just kind of monitor it and look at it and then turn stuff on and off as I feel like it. So, Ultra Jones, sure wish they would include the job type in the demand/utilization. Most of the jobs barely make enough money after electric costs and salad fees. I think right now, if we go over there, this is pretty accurate right now. This is very accurate in how much you're making. When they reset all of this, this is now like super, super accurate towards how much you're making. So, I think it's really, really helpful. Now, I do have the one that I said I pulled out. I talked about specifically. I do have the 13060 right now is making more. Is making the like that 6.5 cents. Now, but it's been on this 4.5 cent job like forever. That's someone that's in the house. It's upstairs in my wife's office. So I haven't talked to her about what we want to do with that one yet. Right now, obviously, it's 6.5 cents. I want to keep it running, and I almost want to try to turn the rest of 3060s and 3060 Ti's on and see if they'll get a better job. I don't think I'm going to, though, just because I don't want to pay the electric for them. Because I don't want to turn them on, and then they'll pick up 4-cent jobs, and then I'll be like, do I just cancel these in the middle of the jobs and turn them back off again? That seems kind of dumb. So... Lucky Chow. Yes, we seem to be in a hot streak right now. I hope it continues. He's cut off his 3060s as well. The pay rate's not worthwhile. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, 3060s and 3060 Ti's, unfortunately. Like, if I was still at the 15 cents per kilowatt hour, I would be running them. For sure, I'd be running them. Because I think at 15 cents per kilowatt hour, I was paying... I believe I have that written down here. I was paying about 55 cents per day in electric, but at the 18 cents per kilowatt hour, it looks like I'm paying about 85 cents a day in electric for them. So I just can't afford that. So just not gonna do it. Minor Joel 3070 Ti making more than 3090. Definitely going to be a rare kind of thing. I think they're actually making 3070 Ti on this. This says they're doing 6.5 cents. What are my 3070 Ti's? Hold on, do I say 3070 Ti? 6.5 cents. Yeah, I believe all of my 3090s are actually making more right now than my two 3060 Ti's. Where's that second 3060 Ti? It's their second 3070 Ti. Yeah, both my 3070 Ti's are at 63 cents, and I believe all of my 3090s are all at that 8.5 cents. So I think all of mine, I'm not saying that specifically, all of my 3090s are making more than my two 3070 Ti's. Gen X made. So dang, Windows updates got me. Yeah, it kind of happens. Alex Blaster. I think that's what that is, right? Alex BX3ST. Maybe that's not Blaster. BX3ST. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Alex BX3XT. I can't figure out what that's supposed to be. Why Salad over Vast? Vast seems to have better pricings, and unless you run Ubuntu, no worries about Windows updates. I just watching a video, somebody was going through and breaking down how to set up like another AI one. I don't know who it was. I wanted to hit the like button on it and subscribe to the guy's channel, but at the end of the video, I didn't press the button quick enough to get up into the options. I was watching it on the TV, not on the computer, so I couldn't get back into the video quick enough. But it looks like with all the other AI rental services, my problem with them is I don't want to figure out what the market values are and my pricing for it. Like, I like Salad just saying, like, this is just like what it is. Like, you're getting what you get, and then you either turn it on or turn it off. I don't want to be trying to set my prices and then trying to doing all the research to figure out, is my pricing good compared to the market, or where is the market at right now for my pricing. That's the biggest thing to really turn me off from it. Like, I don't have a problem with all the work to set up Ubuntu on all of my machines and to configure everything right, but I don't want to be messing around with setting the market price and then trying to constantly undercut everyone else so that I'm like half a cent cheaper than they are, so that I get rented as opposed to everyone else, and trying to monitor that, like, that just doesn't seem fun to me, to be monitoring it like that. Like, this way with Salad, like, I'm enjoying this significantly more. And what I understand too from very anecdotal things that I've seen, it looks like with Salad, you're still using less electricity in most instances. Now, I don't know if it's as much. Salad, I think the electric usage has definitely shot way up. They're definitely closer to using the same amount of electricity now that everything else is using. But, like with some of the other rental platforms, you're getting a lot more people who are trying to manipulate things where they're not necessarily doing AI work. Like, you could also, they could be renting your equipment. You don't know as much of what they're renting your equipment to do. I think when you get on like Chlor and Vast and all that, you get a lot more people renting your equipment to be doing like crypto mining, and then like you can't really tune your card specifically to do that crypto mining at like a way that would work better for your card because you're not the one actually using it. So you would just wind up at a much higher electric rate. And I haven't seen any other platform yet that I really would want to do that looks like it's as beneficial and as easy to do as Salad is. Like, Salad just seems like it's just easier. Like, Salad, I get paid too. Like, if you're doing Vast or Chlor or any of those, like, if you lose the job in the middle and you don't finish the job, I don't think you get paid for it. So, like, if you're doing a job for like 2 weeks and you can't finish the job, I don't think you get paid for it. So, I don't know exactly though. I don't do Vast, so it just seems like a lot of hassle and more pain in the butt for something that every once in a while you might be able to make a little bit more on, but it doesn't seem like on the averages you actually do. I know that a lot of guys are doing it, and if you're doing Vast and you like Vast, I mean, then definitely like stick with it. You probably don't want to come change over to Salad if you already have everything set up for Vast. Like, why do you want to do a ton of work to see a negligible difference? I don't see a real point to go to Vast yet. It doesn't seem, I don't think any of those other things seem like they're not as easy to have set up as Salad. They want you to do significantly more work than you have to do with Salad. There are some things I do like though, and the other ones they'll have like what was, whatever this is up here. I don't even remember what this is called. Nice Hash. You do get a light on here that says whether your system is on or not. I would like that to be in here, to have like an indicator to be like, yes, your system is on and active. You have a green light if it's on and active, and a red light if it's not on and active. So tell me these ones that have been off for 13 days, be like, yeah, they're not active. Or if I have one that's from like today, this right here says 10 hours ago. Give me a green light to tell me this system is good, or a red light to tell me whether I need to get in there and work on this. That's probably the best thing I've seen from the other systems, from their ability to monitor all of your equipment, where it's better than it is here with Salad. Something like that would be nice to know, like, hey, this one here it's been last seen 11 minutes ago. Give me a green light to tell me it's good, or a red light to tell me it's bad. Still, I think trying to troubleshoot some of the stuff on Salad here is kind of nuts. I'm pretty sure we should get in. I think half these other questions are how to get in stuff like that. So this next one here is, I think it's really long. Maybe this one doesn't look as long when it's all spread out like this. Animation World. This is probably one of the ones I really wanted to get into. Great video, sir. Sir, I'm facing an issue. Salad wasn't able to download container workload. See our support guide to resolve. Please suggest me what to do when I change my GPU from 3060 to 4090 and installed NVIDIA. I'm assuming it means drivers as well as Salad, but issue occurs. I have checked WSL update, done fresh Salad, done fresh NVIDIA driver update, and Salad fresh install. Action done after uninstalling by Revo. That was learned from your previous video, sir. Please help me. So if you've tried to do pretty much everything, the one thing I would say too, for the driver, you should be using the NVIDIA driver from like December 5th. Like this, like Google NVIDIA drivers. Download NVIDIA drivers. Let's see, this is 30 series. 3090, find. Let's see, which driver is it exactly? I used to have it up, but I don't have it up anymore. Game ready driver. You do want the game ready driver, not the studio ready driver. For all of your 30 series and 40 series, you want to be using the game ready driver 566.36. This one here from December 5th. This is the last driver NVIDIA did before they released the 50 series. So this is the last one that's going to properly do all of your 32-bit. Everything after this is designed for 64-bit only, and the majority of Salad is running 32-bit. So you really want to be running all of your 30 and your 40 series cards off of this specific driver. This is kind of really big for all of your gaming purposes too. If you're still gaming on a 30 series or 40 series card, you probably really want to be running it on this driver as well, because you can't properly do anything that was done in 32-bit. So any games that are even a little bit older, or a lot of like Steam games, a lot of Steam games are still written in 32-bit anyways, because it's just easier. A lot of stuff, almost everything on Salad is written in 32-bit because it's easier. So this is really the driver you want to be using for all of your 30 and 40 series cards, basically no matter what you're doing with them. The 50 series cards do not support 32-bit anything. So for the 50 series cards, you do want to be on the latest driver and hope the latest driver is working. You probably, if the driver came out in the last 5 days, I'd probably wait until it hits about that 5th day before I would actually try it, and try to double check like the forums or tech channels or something, make sure that driver looks like it works. Somebody says that driver worked for them. But for your 30 and 40 series cards, you really want to be on this driver right here, 566.36. And then if nothing else is working, you said you've already tried to like reinstall Salad and update your drivers. You tried even like Revo to just completely wipe Salad off. If none of that's working, it's time to just reinstall Windows. That's the only real way to do it. Make sure go back to a fresh install of Windows and reinstall everything back in there from scratch. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I really don't like doing it, but once you've tried everything else, like that normally fixes everything. I wouldn't recommend starting with reinstalling Windows, because I'm still running Windows 10 on everything. So for me to reinstall Windows properly, it's like a 3 to 4 hour process, because everything has to re-update to get up to the point it has the all of the virtualization and the packages where it can do the subset for Linux and all that. I can't think of what else it's called. I should know, but I can't remember. Like the last time I had to reinstall Windows on a machine, I completely blanked on how to set up Salad and everything for it. I'm like, oh man. I had to go back and watch the unreleased video clips that I have to try to figure out how to do everything. I probably should get that video done here one of these days. That'd make things a lot easier. But yeah, if you've done all the stuff to try to fix everything and it's not working, it's time to just reinstall Windows. And if reinstalling Windows doesn't work, then you need to create a ticket with Salad and start working with them. So I don't know if you necessarily want to like start a ticket with them before you do it, but sometimes they can find stuff, sometimes they can't. A lot of times they just want to look at the code, look at the not the code. Look at the logs and see what's in there. And, you know, sending them the logs sometimes, like, you know, this is what I'm seeing and why it's not working. And, like, here's the logs. Can you figure it out? Like, it can help. Like, I normally almost always have a ticket open with them, but I don't think I have any right now. Everything looks like it's all working pretty good, but normally reinstalling Windows is the last thing. Matt 1F 1IK. How do I stop all Windows update stuff? My rigs went down all night yesterday because it restarted. I don't use Windows 11, so I don't know how to do it on Windows 11. I'm using Windows 10, so Windows 10 standard, I don't think I can do anything to stop the Windows updates. It looks like there's literally nothing I can do when they go through. I just need to try to catch it and log on Wednesday morning and try to take a look and see what's inactive and get it rebooted up and re-going. Looking Tuesday night doesn't necessarily do me any good. I might be able to catch one or two, but if it's active in a job, it won't necessarily reset. It'll wait until it thinks the system's in like a low power mode, and then it'll do it. So normally Wednesday morning will work for me to catch those couple that I have. Mostly that's like my 30 series cards, because those I have real copies of Windows, so I don't want to reinstall that with just the watermarked copy of the Windows 10 Pro. But the Windows 10 Pro, you can go in to... Oh, I can't even think of what it's called. I have a video somewhere from like 6 months ago on how to stop Windows updates. I had it pinned up at top, but I took it out of being pinned up top because I can only do it on some of my machines, and it only works on some of them. So, but I would say Google it. Try to find the one that works for your specific system, and try to look on Google and YouTube and try to find it. And it might work and it might not work. Normally you got to go into like registries and take stuff out, and there's a couple different things that will work, but I don't have a real good answer. I still get stuck all the time. So that's my answer for that. Good luck. DMP1327. When you say got reset, does that mean the machine rebooted itself or Salad rebooted it? So it's two parts, so we'll deal with that first. Yes. When I say a machine got rebooted, there's a lot of different reasons that it can get rebooted for. So whether it's either one, whether it was the Windows update rebooting it, or sometimes like we're dealing with Salad, so like Salad's code I think right now is pretty stable, but that doesn't necessarily mean the customers who are renting from Salad, their code is always stable. A lot of times, I'm not a programmer, but to what I understand with programming, people just write code and they change it and they go, if it works, it works. And then if it crashes, that's how I know it doesn't. They don't worry about writing necessarily the cleanest code that works the best, because that can take a lot of work. So they'll just go through and edit it and keep putting band-aids on bad code and keep putting band-aid after band-aid after band-aid on bad code until it eventually works. And, I mean, it kind of works that way. Like, that's kind of how my networking is set up right now. It's just kind of band-aids on band-aids, and probably not run professionally. I'm sure, you know, when I do... I need to redo another video out in the server closet and show everything how it's set up out there again. But like when real professionals look at how I have this set up, they just scratch their heads and go, "What are you doing?" I don't know. I'm a gamer who's doing AI work, so I don't know. But yeah, you can like check your logs to see why stuff rebooted. But it resets for a bunch of different reasons. It can be either or. So I think that's what I wrote in there. It can be either or. Windows updates force a reboot every once in a while. Containers, Where's it? No, this is where it's at. Talking about machines rebooting. But yeah, so like sometimes like the customer code, it'll at a point like it'll start calling for too much memory than your system has or whatever, and it'll cause the system to crash. You can check your logs to see exactly what it tells you in the logs. I don't remember which logs you check for that. That's not the salad logs. It's in your Windows logs somewhere. You can see what exactly it crashed for, or why exactly it crashed. And see what exactly it did. So if you are curious, but yeah, salad sometimes like the customer will start taking too many resources or something, and their code will be junk. So like they can crash randomly, which is why it would be nice to have that other little indicator light on here, like some of the other ones have, or like mostly like Nice Hash is the biggest one I'm most familiar with that have it and be like, hey, these are all up and working. These ones are not working, So you can see it. Right now, it's pretty nice with everything basically working and being in jobs with demand being really high. It's not too hard to figure out. So when I do log on right now, I don't bother checking anything that says it's active in a job. I really just check like this one that says it's at 10 hours, or at least that one says 13 days. I'm not worried about. This one says it's at 23 minutes ago. So I would check those two to see specifically if they have anything. If they have an error, I'm probably just hitting the try again on the air, but looking to see what it is, see if there is something I could fix on it. And then the second part of his being profitable. Oh no, that's my response. How much would the 3060 Ti have to make to be profitable? Pay rate range is 3 cents to 0.5 cents. So how much would it have to make? So for me, at the 18 cents per kilowatt hour, if it's not running like that $1.50 a day, like the 6.5 cents per hour, it's just not going to make sense for me to run them. Hopefully you're at a lot lower electric rate than me. Like I was at 15 cents per kilowatt hour last year, and then this year I didn't realize we jumped up 3 cents per kilowatt hour, which is just ridiculous. At 18 cents per kilowatt hour, there's not a whole lot that really is profitable for me. So, but I mean, the salad is still looking like it is, and it's still working out really, really good for me. So, like my electric bill, I haven't seen the next one yet. I'm assuming it's going to be $700, and this says for the last 30 days, that's $700 for the entire house, for the 2 AC units, all of the other electric we use in the house. Like it's gonna be about $700. So earnings for the last 30 days is almost $1,100. So salad is being plenty profitable for me to keep on doing. So because even if I would stop doing salad, my electric bill is going to be like $250 or $300. So, but trying to pay attention to all that stuff and all that is good. So we got some different stuff in there, and then he said, "Did I see the new announcement today?" And then they're looking for the last like big announcement they had for like availability. They want people to run 3060 and 3060 Ti jobs, but I can't run the 3060 and 3060 Ti jobs because they're not making enough money. It's just no point. There's literally no reason for me to run them to, I'm probably losing 5 cents a day on trying to run them. It's not worth it for me at all. XRP Boss 1182, you're wasting your time on 50 series. He's got a 5060 Ti, 16 gigabyte on salad. It's been on weeks, no jobs, but the odd, like 0.003 cent job that ends. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I just kind of wanted to upgrade a card and see. So we'll see how it goes for me. It may wind up being the worst card I have on salad. That 4070 for a long time was the worst card I had on salad. So I need a new worst card. Like 4070 has been doing pretty good. It's been running real solidly. So I need a new junk card. So we'll see how it does. Let's click this one, and then let's see here. How's the 4070 look like it's been doing? Deselect all on this page. So 4070, you can see it's been running real solidly. Been doing good. So Yeah, I can't just poop on it all the time anymore. So I need a card I can just poop on all the time. It looks like this only had like 3 days. It wasn't running. So in the last month, so it's doing good. Doing good. That's it for the comments. I definitely went really long on that. And way more stuff than I thought I was going to talk about, but that's it. 22 machines on salad right now, crushing it. So we'll keep it going, and if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, I can find the stop button. Peace.